What's going on, everybody? Azrael, the one, coming back at you. Well, apparently now I'm a liar on top of being a person who sells in personal information. And so I know these butt monkeys are going to watch my shit yet again. They're going to talk shit like they're doing right now on Blog Talk Radio. So you know what? Here's where I'm going to stay on this issue. Now, for all points and purposes, I'm not going to declare my position. We all know I support Tommy Sotomayor on a lot of issues. We all know where I stand with that. I think I'm man enough to stand on my own 2 feet and say that. Having said all that, here's what's going to have to happen. Now, apparently, Mr. Tyrone Thompson did a second video, stating that he's not going to take the video down. So as you know, I don't make idle threats. And if you don't know, now you know. And it's going to be some legal action behind that statement. That being said, I am going to go on public record and say, never had the man's address, never had the man's phone number. I don't even have Tierra's information. So if you guys want to know where all that came from, I'm going to point you to the Facebook thread. You guys can read through all that and you make your own determinations. I'm not making this video tonight to justify a position, but I am going to say this. This is a message. This is a simple, clear-cut message. If you are a follower of 100,000 black men against Tommy Sotomayor and for a progressive black community, if you are a follower of Tyrone Thompson, Clifton Rainey, don't come over my page. Save that bullshit. This man will sit here and slander my name. You know, we have a saying. Well, I'll say we, but there's a saying that goes on in the law community. If you don't have the law, argue the facts. If you don't have the facts, argue the law. You have neither, bang the table. And that's what this fucking idiot's doing. This man apparently wants to sit there and say that I did it. Except for you can't prove it. I was just on the phone with him and he's saying, well, every time I ask him a question, he stutters before he answers. First and foremost, I'm not very good for public speaking. Usually when I do my videos, I actually rehearse what I'm going to say so that it comes out as clear as I can. And as you can see, I don't always do a very good job of it. Now, I'm trying not to cuss at the man. I'm trying to respect his venue. He asked me, well, why you have it? Who says I have it, sir? Let's be real, and I'm going to point out a very big, simple thing, Tyrone. And yes, I'm talking to you. I hope you see this shit through your fucking show. You have a poor thing called operational information security. You take pictures with your license plate, your address. You take pictures of your house. You have photographs and geographical maps on your Facebook profile where we can see what city and state you live in. You have a list of a lot of your family members and friends for the plain public to view. I could go on your page right now and see that. It's a damn shame. So it's not hard for somebody to figure out where you live at. I mean, you put your real name up there, your real age. Ooh, excuse me. And we'll get that information. Now, since you want to say I have it, I want you to prove it. Prove I got it. Because if you can't prove it, I'll be having fun seeing your punk ass in court. You got no facts, brother. All you have is something I said. Something you can't prove to be true. Oh, and by the way, lie detectors are inadmissible in the court of law. So don't think you can, say we can take a lie detector test because we know you're that fucking stupid. See, as of today, Tyrone Thompson no longer exists to me, period. Until such time I go to court for this idiot, and I'm pretty sure I got a slam dunk case, I'm not going to address you. You can put up all the videos you like. You can say whatever you want. Hear me clearly. To those who follow my page, to those people who come to see my page, don't come over here talking about the shit that asshole's talking about. Because I don't want to hear it. All it's going to do is detract from the purpose of what my corner of YouTube is all about. Now, Clifton Rainey, you can't call nobody fat because you fat your fucking self. Let's get that shit straight. Nigga, personally, you shouldn't talk about anybody considering, well, I'm not going to beat a dead horse because we all know you live in your mom's house. And apparently, if you're going to look for a CDL, it means you have no job. As you can see, I may have a little small-ass car, but I own this car. It's mine. I have a co-op in my name. I don't pay rent. I pay maintenance. I pay for janitorial services to come up and fix my shit every month, or to pay for a maintenance fee. So I own a co-op at 26. I go to school and I work as a network defense specialist. So before you talk about people, get your own shit together. Talking about I'm a bitch, I'm all this. Nigga, let me remind you, you're the one that threatened a man over the internet and then told him come to see you in Chicago. Pardon me, but who's a bitch? Last I checked, if a man threatened another man, he's not going to wait for that man to cross that line and saying he's going to go do what he got to do. But what do I know? You know, I'm just a mindless Tomby, right? I just co-sign everything people say, right? That's okay, because despite what you said, people support me. I don't know where all these influx of subscribers came from last night, but apparently people are watching my shit now more than they were watching it the day before. So I suppose all's well that ends okay. I suppose. So yeah, Clifton, you just amaze me. You amaze me. I'm not going to address you after this point either. Because as far as I'm concerned, you have no right to say anything to anybody. You might want to get out your mama's house first, get a job, stop talking shit. Because newsflash for you, I'm going to tell you something I told Tyrone in my video last night. It's a nice little proverb in the Bible. Proverbs 18:8, I think it is. Don't quote me. A man's lips walk into a fight and his mouth invites a beating. Translation, you going to keep running your mouth, and somebody you're going to run your mouth to is going to punch you dead in it. Did I just threaten you? No. I'm not going to waste my time going all the way to Chicago for you. That money is better spent putting into a 401k. That money's better spent raising my kids. That money's better spent on my wife. You're not that important. I just thought I'd take a little moment of my day to address you so you get it. Now, as for you, Tyrone, I tried to avoid the issue with you. Cool. You want to keep having one. I don't know what Tommy's going to do for you. You don't know what he's going to do to you. Because you slandered me, and on your Facebook group, you got some libelous pictures up there, buddy. Oh, don't bother taking them down because I already have them. If he asks me for those pictures, I'm going to give it to him. I hope to God that that man sues you for libel. I'm going to sue you for defamation of character. I'm only telling you this so that you can't say nobody's making this shit up. I'm going to put the links to your video in my description. If you decide to be cute and take them down, I'm going to find them again. I'm going to put them up there. You keep fucking with me long enough, I'm going to download them and I'm going to take them and put them back on my page. So, you've been warned. You decided you want to keep fucking around? Cool. I'll see your punk ass in court. And P.S. For all points and purposes, ladies and gentlemen, I never, and I say this for fact, I never gave that man's information out. Now, what I will do tonight, though, is I will actually look your information up. And I will compile information on you. Not for the purpose to harass you, sir, but because we need to know where we're going to send the papers for you to appear in New York State Court. We're going to want to know. So, probably by the time I get off this video with you, it'll take me about 15-20 minutes to download a PDF on you that will have your name, it will have your address, It will have your list of known associations of where you live. I'm telling you this so you know I will get it. And then I'm going to walk into my lawyer's office tomorrow with all my information, and we're going to get this process rolling. I stand by that deadline. You have until 05 tomorrow morning. Get it down, print a retraction, this shit goes away. You don't, I will see you in court.